guys, how's it going? It's Dfrockfan here again, and I'm going to bring y'all another sit down and talk session. And in this particular one, I want to be talking about the Darkness Within 8 Director's Cut. Now, I'm going to go ahead and warn y'all, the people that have not seen that video, go ahead and click off this video and watch that one first, and then come back and watch this. Because I'm going to spoil the hell out of it right now. Okay. So for everybody that's already seen it, I hope I really enjoyed it. That was my full version of 8. You know, it was more darker, more heavier. You know, there was about 4 to 5 minutes of footage in there that everybody got to see now. And I really want to talk about, you know, how fun it was to work with my brother again on this. You know, we haven't done, I can't even tell you the last video. I think the last video we did get her was, might have been the Darkness Within the series, I think we did that one. Yeah, I think that was the last thing that we did. So I mean, it hasn't been that long, but it's been a few months. But yeah, the special thing about the Darkness Within 8 Director's Cut is that, like I said, John Scott, you know, at the end of 7, he puts that mask on, touches the mirror, and then he gets sucked in, you know, to the darkness. You know, that's where he goes to. Like I said, it's a whole, this version is a whole darker tone. You know, it was made that way originally. The only reason it looks different than the version of it that I originally released was because I was watching the footage and you couldn't really see, you know, anything. And I was like, and plus it was, you know, the extra 4 to 5 minutes. And I'll tell you about why I had to cut some of that stuff originally. But yeah, I had to go back and had to edit, had to change the filters on it, had to pretty much just change everything. And it didn't make the video bad per se. It just, to me, it wasn't good as, you know, what I originally wanted it to be. You know, I wanted it to be something that was actually set the tone of this dark area, this dark place that, you know, try to make it seem like people don't want to go to. Now, on to the 20-minute thing. Yeah, the reason it was originally 20 minutes because when I started the ending of the John Scott story with this trilogy idea, 7 actually had some extra footage. Unfortunately, I don't have them anymore. But I had to cut it to where it was 20 minutes because that was like a rule I made to myself. I said I want to make this trilogy ending, but each video of the trilogy would just only be 20 minutes. So, whenever I got through recording 8, you know, we got through doing it, editing it, you know, it wound up being 24, 25 minutes. Like I said, unfortunately, I had to cut that extra footage because of the rule I had at the time. And, you know, I had to change the filters and everything. Which, I mean, it wasn't a bad idea. Like I said, I just didn't... Watching it now on YouTube, I really don't care for that version. You know, I love the director's cut version better. I guess because, you know, how I see it, how I want it to look. And I hope anybody that's already seen it, I hope y'all enjoyed it too. I mean, it's pretty good. And like I said, and with Bag 123, if you're watching this, I just want to thank you so much for being part of that. It was really cool. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, there's any of y'all that have not seen The Darkness Within 8, I encourage y'all to go watch it. Well, watch the director's cut, preferably. I mean, hey, if you just want something a little bit shorter, just watch the other version that came out. And I forgot to tell you, I always wanted to do that. I always want to make like, you know, do like 2 versions of the video. You know, make one version that would come out that's a little bit shorter, has some extra footage clip, and then come out with my full version, you know, director's cut. You know, I love, you know, games that do that, movies that do that. I'm a huge fan of it. So I've always wanted to do that, you know, for the past 2 years. And Oh yeah. So let's really dig deep into this. The Darkness Within a Director's Cut. So if y'all notice at the beginning, whenever John Scott woke up, it was pretty much after he put that mask on, touched the mirror, and then boom, he was awake. You notice how the whole tone changed since 7. It wasn't supposed to be the same thing as the real world. It was darker area, darker place. Okay. So, he's walking. He finds that house. He goes into it, and he finds Brian there. Well, Brian says that, he did the same thing when they were talking. He said he put a golden mask on, and then he touched a mirror. Now, one thing that a lot of people probably don't think about or know is, why was he sent there? Why was Brian sent to the darkness, basically? And that's actually going to come up soon, on why he was sent there. I mean, you can't really figure it out, I guess, technically, in just watching 8. But if you stick with this series, and if you try to get, if you get to the end, like I said, all the stuff's going to make sense. We're really going to tie in everything together. But anyway, he's been there for a while too, so pretty much, they're looking around, going around the house and seeing if they can find anyone or find anybody, check all the rooms. And then John Scott, he walks into one of these rooms. I think it's a bathroom or somewhere. The door locked behind him. The door just slammed and locked. He couldn't get out. And somehow it was locked from the outside instead of the inside of the bathroom. So they finally get it open. And then I'm trying to think. They finally open it. And I don't know if you noticed, but Brian goes to the exact same bathroom. It's on the different side, but it's the exact same thing. And he's looking in there. And if y'all notice how he paused, he actually saw something in there, but didn't want to tell John Scott. He tried to hold it, so that's why he kind of paused there in there for a minute, and then he went ahead and shut the door. These are just small things, small stuff, and if y'all have seen the video and you haven't really recognized those parts. I'm trying to think. So after that, they go outside, they start looking around, start seeing if they can find some more clues and trying to figure out how they're supposed to get out of there. So they wind up at the dock, and they try to do that thing, where if you fall asleep, you can get out of that world, because this was actually compared to the, the astral world, or the astral plane. This is what it was compared to. Well, if you notice, Brian trying to close his eyes, because he was trying to leave. He figured if he closes his eyes, he can get out of there. And that actually references, to Wabag's series on his channel. Wabag 1 2 3. Because on that channel, or on the series that he was doing, that's basically what you had to do. You had to close your eyes, go to sleep, and then boom, you were there. Well, the reason they couldn't do that here, because it was a different, I guess, location. It was, like I said, it wasn't just, it was the astral plane, but it was a much darker section of it. It was a darker place. And then, we get to the point, or to the part where John Scott, he gets possessed. Which, I mean, if y'all haven't figured out now, y'all know who's possessing him. It's actually, well, you think you know who's actually possessing him, but it's actually not. It's not that. Okay. So he chases, Wabag, or excuse me, he chases Brian. I'm trying to stay in character with it. He chases Brian to the house, and then he goes to, one of the rooms, trying to find him. Instead, he finds this, familiar jacket, and then he finds the silver mask. Right. Okay. So, they're probably gonna think I'm lying when I say this. I was trying to make it seem like, oh, he's possessed, and he's possessed by this certain character or certain person. Silverface. which, if y'all been paying attention to the videos, y'all know that was not Sewerface possessing him. That was something else. It was not Sewerface. It was something or someone else. And I just try to like throw it off, like making it, oh, he put the mask on, jacket on. Sewerface was, you know, possessing him. And like I said, later on, you're gonna find out who. But yeah, it wasn't Sewerface. It was a different, I guess, entity or evil spirit, whatever you want to call it, was possessing him. Okay, so then we get to the end, and this part was actually really cool to me. You know, in both versions of 8, whenever I took, or John Scott took the mask off, that was the first time that you saw who John Scott was, you know, on this channel, or in this series. Pretty much doing, you know, face reveal. And that was so cool. It was a special moment for me. It was just like, wow. Oh man, I went ahead. Before that, my favorite part of the video was when, you know, John Scott was possessed, he was holding the camera, and then Brian comes behind him and he knocks him over. He drops the camera, Brian picks up the camera, and then he's holding it. I love, you know, doing the switch thing with the camera like that. To me, that was pretty cool. Okay, but yeah, back to the face reveal. Yeah, it was a little nervous. I was a little nervous. It was nerve-wracking. I did not know that I was going to do that. I was like, I kind of had to now. You know, Brian was holding the camera, so John Scott was like, well, I got to take this mask off, take the jacket off, and then he got the camera back. So, if y'all, the ending of it, you know, John Scott was just sitting there holding the camera, and he was telling Brian that maybe there's someone else that can help us. Okay, so that's another hint. That's telling y'all that someone else is going to be there. And that's pretty much the whole entire story of 8. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about 8. I don't want to spoil anything else. But yeah, if you go back and watch the video, there's a whole lot of Easter egg stuff, you know, stuff in the background, just all kinds of stuff, all kinds of hints of what's coming next. And like I said in the last session, that, you know, instead of making the Darkness Within 9, you know, just one 20-minute video, I was like, let's make it, I guess, a trilogy video in itself. You know, there were 3 parts to it. And to me, it would give me, I guess, more of a chance to have more storytelling, you know, more time and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I want to talk about 9 so bad right now, but there's so much stuff I can't spoil it. I guess y'all could be on the lookout for maybe a new trailer or a teaser or anything coming out. I might have something out maybe by Friday. You know, just a little teaser, or maybe a trailer. Might be a full-blown trailer. We don't know. But yeah, y'all just you know, stay on the lookout. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell, just so you can be updated with, you know, every video that comes out. And I really enjoy doing these videos. The sit down and talk video. I didn't think I'd be doing something like this on YouTube, because I'm actually really camera shy. But hopefully, you know, I'll get better at it and stuff like that. Alright, well, hope y'all have a good day. Thanks for watching again, and we'll talk to y'all later.